Today, I'm in the eastern shore of Virginia, right outside the town of Exmoor. And over there is the Chesapeake Bay. First, we'll explore the creek. Then we'll take to the high seas on the Chesapeake Bay. Then, I'll explore this marsh on my kayak. It sure is beautiful. This is Virginia's eastern shore. Virginia's eastern shore is commonly overlooked due to its small size, low population, and physical separation from the rest of the state. But the incredible beauty of this region is hard to deny once you get out on the water.
A lot of them.
You can see a little jellyfish floating by over there. There's lots of jellies out here. Just made it to the island. So we just traveled up the creek and through the bay and made it to this little island here. So we're gonna walk up the shoreline and see what we can see. I keep seeing little baby crabs swimming in the water here, but nothing substantial. Typically what we've seen is out in the bay, it's more juvenile and female crab, whereas up in these creeks is where you get the big males. You see, there's a little crab right there. Hopefully he doesn't pinch me. There must be horseshoe crabs out here too. So Maryland is known for blue crabs, but a large portion of the Chesapeake Bay is actually in Virginia. So I think Virginia crabs can be just as good. We're surrounded. There's some remains of a big fish right here. I'm wondering if a person got that out of water or one of the birds. So the water to my right in the Chesapeake Bay is what's called brackish water. It can be best described as a mix of salt and fresh water. And right now in the middle of the summer, the waters warm up and attract all these jellyfish. The tides can be pretty drastic in this area, as it can go from dry ground to fully flooded very quickly. All right, time to go. After exploring some of the sandy shores on the bay, there was plenty of excitement to be found back up the creek. A couple ospreys have built a nest on top of that channel marker. So this creek is Akahannock Creek, named after some of the Native American tribes that used to live here. But it also marks the border between Northampton County over there and Accomack County over there. So over there are the remains of a crabbing boat called the Haley Spring. You can see its motor just hanging out there, corroding. No saving that puppy. All right, I think it's time to do some tubing. Ding on. All right, here it goes. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Yee-haw! Yeah, baby. We are moving, baby. Oh! 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 Once my face and arms had been thoroughly sunburned, I decided to take my kayak and head to the marsh. Alright, I've made it into the little marsh here. I'm kayaking now. It's very shallow. I mean, it's, not even a foot. And next to me looks like a straight up croc. So just before I came out here, there were a bunch of heron feeding in the dry marshes over there. So these marshes back here are constantly changing. A big storm will change the whole landscape of the marsh overnight. Where I am right now used to be much drier and be full of grasslands. I remember seeing snakes and muskrats, but now it's almost like a river. Every couple minutes I'll see a little blue crab swim by. Of course, birds. There should be turtles back here too, but I'm not seeing any of those. Before calling it a day after my kayak adventure, I still needed to make preparations to meet with the most beloved creature of the Chesapeake. So we already got our crabs for dinner from the crab store, but what they did is they also hooked me up with some bait. So we got this here crab trap, and I'm just gonna see what we can catch off the dock here. I'm gonna throw some of these fish heads into this trap. So what happens with this trap is that crabs will swim in from these larger openings, not be able to swim back out, and be stuck in there. Then I'll pull the trap out, undo this latch, fish them out, cook them up. I will see you tomorrow morning. All right, let's see what we got in these traps. All right, we got a couple. There might be one or two keepers in here, but for the most part, as you can see, they're pregnant females. So this is the pregnant female I'm talking about. You can see she's female, one, by the shape of her apron, which you can't really see because of the egg sac. Number two, the tips of their claws are bright red. But definitely the telltale sign from miles away is that orange egg sac underneath. That egg sac could have millions of little baby crab eggs in there. So we're gonna send her back, let her breed, and hopefully catch her sons next summer. Say bye, everybody. This guy's a male, and if you couldn't tell by the shape of his apron and his beautiful blue claws, you can tell by his temperament and his strength. I mean, look at him holding on to those tongs there. There we go. This guy's a fighter. But he sure is beautiful. We're gonna send him back too. We already ate our crabs. Say bye, buddy. He hates me. What a beautiful crab. So now we're gonna go ahead and send the rest of these ladies home. The bay needs them a lot more than we do. The eastern shore of Virginia is filled with stunning scenery and gorgeous creatures, and its remote location allowed me to enjoy it the way it was meant to be. I hope you enjoyed getting a glimpse into this mid-Atlantic paradise, and I thank you for watching.